Most people overpay for products like this. Here's why this one is different. If you've been shopping around for a solid milling machine that won't break the bank, the Grizzly Industrial G0759-7 inches by 27 inches 1 HP mill/drill with stand and DRO is worth a closer look. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. I know what you're thinking, is this really the right machine for me? Well, I've spent a fair amount of time with this thing, and it's honestly impressive for the price. It's not some flimsy benchtop toy, it's a full-sized mill with a real 1 HP motor, which means it can handle steel, aluminum, and even some tougher alloys without bogging down. I've used it to cut keyways in shafts, drill precise holes in mild steel, and even do some light surfacing work, and it's held up really well. The stand is sturdy, too, no wobbling when you're pushing it, which is a big deal if you're doing any kind of serious work. One thing that really stands out is the digital readout, or DRO. Most mills in this price range don't come with one, and having that kind of precision right out of the box saves you a ton of time. I was able to set up repeatable cuts in minutes instead of fumbling with calipers and scribes. The spindle speed is adjustable from about 100 to 2,200 revolutions per minute, which gives you a lot of flexibility for different materials. I've used it for everything from slow, heavy cuts in aluminum to faster, lighter work in brass. The T-slots on the table are standard size, so you can bolt on all kinds of vices and fixtures without any issues. The spindle travel is 5 inches, which is pretty standard for a machine like this, but it's enough to handle most jobs you'd throw at it. The spindle taper is a number 3 Morse taper, so tooling is easy to find and swap out. I've got a set of our 8 collets that fit right in, and they've worked great for holding end mills and drills. The table moves 27 inches front to back and 7 inches side to side, which is plenty of travel for most small to medium-sized projects. I've used it to mill slots, drill patterns, and even do some light contouring, and the table locks solidly in place, so you don't have to worry about it shifting mid-cut. Now, I'll be honest, this isn't a machine that's going to replace a high-end Bridgeport, but it's not trying to be. It's a great option if you're a hobbyist, a small shop, or even a DIYer who wants something more capable than a benchtop mill but doesn't want to drop 5 figures on a full-sized knee mill. The build quality is solid, especially for the price. The stand is welded steel, so it's not going to fold under you, and the motor has enough torque to power through most materials without straining. That said, there are a couple of things to keep in mind. First, the DRO is basic but functional. It's not a Mitutoyo or anything, but it gets the job done. If you're doing ultra-precise work, you might want to upgrade later, but for most people, it's more than enough. Second, the assembly instructions are, let's just say they're not the best. I had to figure out a few things on my own, and the manual is pretty sparse. But once it's put together, it runs smoothly, so it's not a deal-breaker, just something to be aware of. Overall, the Grizzly G0759 is a fantastic value. It's not the fanciest machine out there, but it's reliable, capable, and built to last. If you're in the market for a milling machine that won't empty your wallet but still gives you professional-level results, this one's worth considering. The link is below if you want to take a closer look. For most buyers, the real question is not whether Grizzly Industrial G0759-7 inch x 27 1 HP mill/drill with stand and DRO sounds impressive on paper, but whether strengths like motor and spindle taper actually make daily use feel easier, more dependable, and more worthwhile after the first few days of excitement wear off.